everyone, this is Mina. Welcome to the 5th episode, How to Identify Genuinely Safe Hydrogen Water and Hydrogen Gas Machine Part 2. Here's what I have lined up for you. So how does safe non-contact electrolysis produce hydrogen? The new technology is applicable to both hydrogen water machines and hydrogen gas generators. Safe hydrogen water machines do not allow any contact at all between the electrodes and the drinking water. Within the machine, the drinking water and the entire process of electrolysis are housed in completely separate modules. Drinking water sits in its own dedicated compartment waiting for pure hydrogen gas to be piped in for mixing. An entirely separate module uses a proton exchange membrane to produce pure hydrogen by electrolyzing its own dedicated pure water supply. The gas is pressurized and piped into the drinking water, which is then agitated at high speed to help dissolve the pure hydrogen gas into the water, temporarily storing hydrogen in the gaps between water molecules, produces the safest possible hydrogen water. Hydrogen gas generators are even simpler. Pure water is used to produce hydrogen by means of a PEM electrode, which generates pure hydrogen gas by electrolyzing pure water. Users breathe the hydrogen gas through a tube inserted into their nostrils. Hydrogen water machines are different because they include an additional mixing procedure. The current safety standards for hydrogen products are based on US FDA standards. Hydrogen must reach 4N5 or higher to be considered safe. I will explain what is this standard means. Hydrogen is either mixed with the water for drinking or taken in as a gas. In both cases, the hydrogen must not contain any other impurities. What does 4N5 mean? N stands for the word 9, and 4N5 means it must be at least 99.995% pure. In fact, there are even higher purity grades, such as 5N5, which stands for 99.995%, a total of 5 nines. The earliest certificate of hydrogen purity in Taiwan was issued in 2014 by National Central University's Atmospheric Analysis Laboratory. Here's the hydrogen purity certification. Let's take a look at the results for this particular hydrogen water machine. After testing, the hydrogen output by this hydrogen generator has been shown to not contain air or methane, and the concentration of VOX, volatile organic compounds, is below 1 ppm. The hydrogen purity is higher than 99.995%. So this is an 5N5 hydrogen water machine. Later, thanks to the efforts of another hydrogen machine manufacturer, in 2018, Taiwan's SGS also started doing certification tests for hydrogen purity. When choosing a hydrogen machine, the only thing a buyer has to watch out for is old technology, which uses sodium hydroxide as an electrolyte. This is the biggest difference from the new technology, which uses pure water to produce hydrogen. Using sodium hydroxide electrolysis to produce hydrogen is the traditional industrial method. The earliest machines were used to remove carbon deposits on cars. These have several problems. First, these machines are bulky and quite heavy, about 18 to 20 kilo. There is no way to reduce the size. Second, because of their sheer size, they consume lots of power and emit plenty of heat, so heat dissipation is an important technical hurdle. Since they couldn't be made small and light, they become bigger and bigger, with some even reaching sofa size. Third, electrolysis cells have a 500 hours lifespan. When the sodium hydroxide has completely dissolved the electrodes, the entire unit has to be replaced. Because of the high temperatures, the heavy metals mix together, volatilize and release toxic chemicals. So, fourth, the recycling procedure poses a major problem for the environment. Fifth, because the hydrogen and the oxygen are not separated, even a small spark can set off a fire or an explosion. Sixth, the electrolyte sodium hydroxide is corrosive. What does that word mean? Sodium hydroxide is a strong base and it feels slippery when you touch it with your hands, similar to touching bleach. Spilled electrolyte can eat holes in the floor, so spill proofing and leak proofing are especially important. With all this talk of corrosiveness, fire hazards, and possible explosion, the safety risks and heating worries are obvious. At present, there is a new, much more cost-effective product on the market. That includes a mixing pot. The same machine allows you to both drink hydrogen water and breathe hydrogen gas, and it is lighter. This is also a great choice. To summarize, insisting on non-contact electrolysis is the best way to ensure a reliable source of high-purity hydrogen. This is the only form that can be certified for hydrogen purity. The chemical reaction method, traditional contact electrolysis, and the sodium hydroxide electrolyte method cannot meet the standards for hydrogen purity. If hydrogen is not pure, it cannot pass the basic test, and the new technology is safer, lighter, and easier to use. Thus, no matter whether you choose to buy a hydrogen water machine or a hydrogen gas machine, the very first question you should be sure to ask is how pure is this hydrogen? As for hydrogen water machines, the concentration should only be your second question. Savvy customers demand 1,200 parts per billion ppb or 1.2 ppm, shifted decimal point. The higher the hydrogen content, the more powerful the effect. The final question, what is the difference between breathing hydrogen gas and drinking hydrogen water? The last episode includes an exciting 3-minute news story where a doctor shows that drinking hydrogen water serves for long-term health maintenance. Because of the dosage, breathing hydrogen gas has a more immediate effect. The report focuses on the 2020 Tokyo Olympics in Japan, where the government will provide athletes with the hydrogen gas and hydrogen water, which will be of great importance to the athletes. I will also mention Jeonbuk University in Korea, where a study looked at the effects of hydrogen on PM 2.5 pollution. These compelling results are full of promise, so be sure to watch this last episode. If you liked this series, please do remember to press like, and don't forget to subscribe for more quality information. For follow-up information, you are also welcome to contact me via Line, WhatsApp, or WeChat. Thank you.